Alright, we're here at the second video of the day. We're going to talk about some of the protesting that happened and I guess some mob mentality and mob rule that's starting to go down. First, we got from a tweet from Cernovich. Yelp is getting a bit of backlash over their something that they're about to do. So they're now going to mark people, businesses, who are accused of racism. Basically giving people a scarlet letter over their business, saying either maybe attack this place. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe just don't go there. But for some reason, they're now putting a scarlet letter over businesses who are just accused or alleged of racism. Yeah, they're not being very specific either. It's just be like, maybe a user could just be like, yeah, this is racist, this is racist, this is racist. Who's to say that anybody can't just do that to any business possible? How many do you need? How valid does it need to be? They're not being very specific. So it's probably going to backfire on them very hard when every single business on Yelp is racist. So, we got one of the things from them is business accused of racist behavior. Recently, someone associated with this business was accused of racist behavior, resulting in an influx of people posting their views to this page. Racism is reprehensible and has no place on Yelp, and we unequivocally reject racism in any form. Read about the reports of racist behavior here. While we understand the desire to warn others about racist behavior associated with a business, all reviews on Yelp must reflect an actual first-hand consumer experience. We have temporarily disabled the ability to post here as we work to investigate the content. If you're here to leave a review based on a first-hand experience with the business, please check back at a later date. Got it, thanks. Yeah, that doesn't look pretty good. So now here's their official statement on it. It says, today we're announcing a new consumer alert to stand against racism. In the last few months, we've seen that there's a clear need to warn consumers about businesses associated with egregious, racially charged actions to help people make more informed spending decisions. Communities have always turned to Yelp in reaction to current events, and our user operations team already places alerts on business pages when we notice an unusual uptick in reviews that are based on what someone may have seen in the news rather than on a first-hand experience. But what's to say you just won't just mark somebody even if that's not just based on what your own employees just judge that to be true? Like, what if that's actually not going on in the comments? What if they just don't like that business and just be like, oh, that's racist, I'm just going to claim that one's racist. So there's going to be no bias in who decides that? They go on to say, now when a business gains attention for reports of racist conduct, Yelp will place a new business accused of racist behavior alert on their Yelp page to inform users, along with a link to a news article where they can learn more. I'd probably say if you've got the Yelp app, uninstall it. Probably stop using Yelp, and I don't know if you can just deactivate your account or something, but I wouldn't allow a company to just place a scarlet letter over every single business and saying, yeah, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist, with pretty much just probably no real investigation. They're just going to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? I judge that to be a bit racist. They're going to be racist. Okay, yeah. You know what? I actually don't like that company. I think they're a bit racist. Yeah. So then what's to go around then on the other side to go to, say, maybe Google or all these other different companies and say they're all racist? Because are you going to investigate every single business? Are you going to investigate every single company in the country of racism at this point? Because that seems to be a very, very hard thing to tackle. Yelp, I don't think you can really do that. So maybe don't put a scarlet letter on people's businesses, because I don't think they want it on their front door. So let's get into some of the protesting that happened last night then. We got from Andy No, BLM riders in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin attack a vehicle tonight. They were basically yelling at him to leave. They're like, just leave, get out of here, just get out of here. And then when he gets out, tries to leave, they get in front of the car and then start attacking it. And they're like, where are you going? Get out of here, It's like, make up your mind, people. Like, what? Do you want him to stay and attack you? Do you want him to leave? What do you want from the dude? He tried to leave. Jeez. We also got BLM protesters forced their way inside a Seattle Trader Joe's to protest the store again. Yeah, and why are they going into a random Trader Joe's just to yell? Maybe they just wanted maybe they wanted some fruit, I guess. So I guess it's convenient, guys, just to walk. We're gonna protest over here, so that way I could go take a pear, and I can go get my sustenance, and maybe I can steal a watermelon, or maybe an apple or an orange, or oh, that broccoli looks pretty good too. Oh, it's like what? I don't know what they're thinking. We also got Whitmer's basically now just claiming a conspiracy that the people that tried to kidnap her were Trump supporters, which is wildly inaccurate because pretty much a bunch of the main guys were just flying anarchy flags and bashing Trump all the time. So how are they Trump supporters if they're yelling against him and saying, we're going to take down the government and anarchy and what? They're trying to do it with collusion clue again. They'll be like, oh, well, they said boogaloo, or they had boogaloo in their comment of one of their videos. So apparently they're just Trump supporters, and we're just going to try to do that. So just pick one thing, one little tiny thing that's connected with them, and, oh, that's connected with Trump too. So, oh, we'll put them together. Collusion clue. Ooh. So, Whitmer, I don't think you should be kidnapped, but you should definitely be recalled and voted out of office. Election's coming. Boy, you're probably being voted out. You probably might. If not, then who knows? There's probably election fraud anyways. It's going to be chaos. I was saying in the last video, it's going to be chaos anyways, so who knows? Who knows? I don't think anyone's going to accept any results in any state at this point. We've got then from Rita Panahi. He calls Trump a tyrant blah blah blah. Sorry. He calls Trump a tyrant and an enemy, but Gretchen Whitmer is pretending these anarchists are Trump supporters. So yeah, you can see that this is a video of one of the guys, and he's got anarchy flags. He's basically bashing Trump all the time. I think he was probably also just fed up with Governor Whitmer, or they're saying they wanted to, like, do a trial or something for her. I think they were just probably fed up with her and probably like, yeah, she's crazy. She's become quite authoritarian because I guess the lockdowns over there under her have just been insane. And she's just been denying any chance. Apparently there was a lockdown protest, and she basically just tried to claim that they were terrorists, and then in order to make an example of them, she just made the lockdowns even harder and rougher. So yeah, she's been trying to display her authority over everybody by just being a straight tyrant. So it's probably no wonder if they're calling Trump a tyrant, they're probably going to see it in Whitmer because she's been just way out in the open about it. With that, I'm just going to pretty much leave it there. Tell people, be safe. Hopefully you can defend yourselves, but the law is trying to be against you on it, so it's fingers crossed at this point, depending on what state you're in. And if you're under Whitmer, you'd probably be prosecuted, and they'll just try to come at you with just everything they have. So it's a toss-up on whether or not you can even defend yourself at this point, but I'd say go for it to try to defend yourself. But it needs to be justified, and I'm not calling for the violence, just people need to be safe, people need to be cautious, and definitely if you need to defend yourself, then defend yourself. I'll leave it there. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.